Hi.
Okay, we now have Yoda, who's sort of a shepherdy looking,
Oh, he
smaller,
is a shepherd. He's a shepherd mix.
smaller,
He's small, medium.
about
nice.
45 pounds. He's
Perfect.
also 2 years
Perfect
old.
weight, perfect size.
He does
Darling.
like the pool. Apparently, he loves the wading pool.
That's
and
awesome.
we're not doing it today because would be a little muddy out here.
It would.
So he'll
Yoda.
get his chance later in the day.
Hey,
his A number 2019696.
Yeah.
He's also 2 years old.
Awesome.
And he's been here for a few months. One thing Jake said about Yoda is that he does well in the kennel with another dog.
Yeah, they'll partner him up numerous times with new dogs that come in only because they're tight for kennel space, and he's one dog that can share a kennel, which is really rare, really nice to have. So chances are with the proper intro in a home with another dog, he'll do great with a partner. That being said, a lot of people get these dogs from the shelter to take home to be a partner. And even though the dog here may be good, does your dog really want to share his home?
Right.
People don't realize that you're bringing in a new dog into this other dog's territory, and people go, oh, my dog's friendly at the dog park with other dogs. That's fine, but in their own home, it's a whole different ball game. So people need to really realize, what that means,
And to introduce the dogs appropriately.
Yeah, and over time, it's not just, oh, I'd go for a walk, they're good, and let's throw them together. I work a lot with that, and it's unfortunate because I'm sure Jake can attest with all the work I've done here. Dogs that get adopted and brought to another home usually often get returned within 24, 48 hours.
They don't get along
because they don't get along
dog.
with the other dog, and it's usually just poor introduction and too fast, too soon.
Right.
Huh.
So work, people, if you've got a dog at home and you think they want a partner, do it the smart, right way.
Get some help for it. There's an education about it, and talk to the people here. They kind of know, the staff and volunteers know about that, so do it right. Get a trainer, too, if you need it.
And I like your name, Yoda. Do you know your name, Yoda? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Good boy.
What a good boy.
2 years old, A2019696.
Okay, now we're in the cat room, and we have Gregory. Barbara's loving on Gregory. Gregory is 5 years old. He is a male, and he's already neutered, so he is ready to go home with you. He's a sweet kitty. But if you know cats, sometimes they get a little overstimulated, so you just have to make sure you're not stimulating him too much, because he will give you a little nip and say, hey, stop. But he's a beautiful cat. That's pretty normal. A lot of cats do that. But boy, what a sweetheart. He's beautiful, huh, Jake?
Oh, I love this boy.
So if you want to come adopt a perfect kitty, I think Gregory is one. And he is here at East Valley. He's already neutered, and he will be vet checked and vaccinated, and the perfect kitty to add to your home. And here we have Indy, and Indy is a tuxedo cat, which means they're black and white, and he is also a male. He is already neutered, so he's ready to go. He's only a year old, just turned a year old, so he's still basically a kitten. He's running away from the camera, which I don't blame him. He's camera shy. But he's a sweet boy. All the kitties in here, I'm told, are sweet, or they wouldn't put them together in here. And he's just a year old, so he's probably got some kitten energy left. If you like a kitty that wants to play, this would be your kitty. If you want a kitty that's going to sit in your lap, maybe consider Gregory instead, the first kitty. But this one will play, and generally speaking, a younger cat will adapt to your environment a little bit quicker and adapt to other cats if you have another cat that you want him to get along with, to be a buddy. So come on down to East Valley and meet Indy or Gregory. They're here at East Valley on Van Owen, near Van Nuys Boulevard. Microchips, sterilized, vaccinated, and a great cat for you. And now we have Buddy. Buddy is basically black, and he's a senior. He's 13, But, you know, cats often live to be in their early 20s, so he's got lots of life. And a senior is a great companion. If you want a reading buddy or a TV buddy, then Buddy is the cat for you. He is already neutered. His A number is A203-8324. A203-8324. And I don't think I gave you Indy's number, but Andy's number, the Tuxedo Kitty, is A2033144. A2033144. But this is Buddy, a great senior. Black cats are good luck. And now Jake is holding Fievel. Fievel is obviously a kitten. He's about 3 months old, 4 months old.
Right in there, about 3.5, 4 months old.
His A number is A2030341, and Fievel is a gray tabby cat. And he will grow up and fill out more, but he's what we call adolescent. Still a lot of kitten energy, so I always say if you're going to get a kitten, get two, because then they can play with each other and entertain you and not be bothering you to play with them all the time. It'll make you a lot happier.
He has that really unique thin snout. He has that really unique thin snout. A lot of the cats here have kind of like the thicker snout.
Yeah.
That's a little more stubbed off. This cat has a very long snout. It's very cute, very distinctive looking.
Yeah. So now we have Leonardo, and Leonardo's a little bit younger than Fievel. He's about 3 months old. His A number is A2034750, and he is another Tuxedo Kitty, black and white. Sweet little boy. Still would have a lot of kitten energy. And again, if you want a kitten, it's really good to get two so they can play with each other and grow up together and be buddies. There's several kittens here, aren't there, Jake?
Oh, yes. Yeah, this is kitten season. Usually starts in mid-May. It's going to hit a crescendo around the end of July, and it won't begin tapering off until October. Lots of kittens at the shelter.
You know, besides cats and dogs here at the shelter, there's also other critters that you can come see. You've got guinea pigs, which we are going to show right now. And here is, the one is hiding. Oh, he came out. There he goes. He's a little black and white boy, maybe a merle. He's a black and white. And this habitat is just fabulous. It gives them enrichment. They can climb and play and chew. And, you know, it's any small animal. They're just wonderful to have in your home, provided you have the right environment for them. But it is also care. You have to be sure to take care of these small animals. And, you know, they need cleaning and feeding, and but they can be very engaging. You can hold them, and they're fabulous to have as a partner with another guinea pig. There's two of them here. This one is a male. He's brown and white. Both of them are owner surrenders. Oh, there they go squeaking. And this one's name is Smarty, and his number is A2035665. And I'm not sure, did they come in together, Jake, do you know?
Yes.
They did. So they're buddies. They're best buddies. And, you know, they have a wonderful relationship. So it'd be great if you could adopt them together. And they're great fun. But again, you have to be responsible, and you have to give them the right care. And
8 years.
Oh, 8 years old. My goodness. They're both 8 years or 8 months? 8 years?
8 months.
8 months, yeah, I was going to say. So 8 months old. Yeah. So they're young yet, and you know, they'd make a great companion and great fun. But again, they're not a novelty that you just, we get them and ignore. So they need care and consideration and be part of the family as well. But they're a lot of fun. Come see Smarty.
And his buddy.
His buddy.
Rodney.
Oh, yeah. Rodney isn't being held. He was in the enclosure, And he's a male also. He's black and white. His A number is 203-5666. That's who you saw in the beginning of the shot. And he's out now at his enclosure and checking things out. Hi there. How are you, buddy? And his name's Rodney, and he also is 8 months old. And again, they're buddies, so it would be great if you could come and get them together. So darling. So cute. Well, here we are in the rabbit room at East Valley Shelter, and like I said before, we have cats and dogs and the guinea pigs, and now we're here with the rabbits. And I have had rabbits in my lifetime. I love them. They are one of the most fun, engaging animals to have. They're very social. They can be litter box trained. They play with toys. They learn their names. My house rabbits were house rabbits. They actually had run of the house and were litter box trained. They hung out with my dogs, who, again, that's a whole nother training level, and not all dogs are going to do well with rabbits, but mine did. But here we have quite a few, and you just have to know these are not just to be left in a cage and ignored. They need enrichment. You'll see the boxes in there that the shelter has provided, and the bamboo pads that they get to chew on. They are big chewers, and so it's very important to provide things for them to chew on to keep their teeth shorter, because if they don't have things to chew on, their teeth can cause problems by continual growth. There's a lot of things you need to know about rabbits before you get one, but I'm going to let Jake here talk about his program here at the shelter and what they require to adopt.
So with rabbits, they are a unique species of animal here at the shelter, because when we have what we would call a bonded pair, they have to be adopted together, and they actually do well that way. It's actually a very difficult process bonding two rabbits together that aren't familiar with one another, so we have this policy in place because we don't want to split up the pairs, being that it's so difficult. Some other incentives that we throw in there, though, is that when you do adopt our rabbits, they're all fixed and they're all microchipped. Which in itself is worth the adoption fee right there. Plus, we also throw in those grass mats with the rabbit, and the wooden hidey hut goes home with the rabbit too, so you have some stuff to start off with. A few other things to kind of keep in mind before adopting rabbits. They do make excellent pets, but if you have small children in the house, the adults need to understand that they are going to be the primary caregiver, because rabbits are very fragile, and even if they were to fall a short distance from 2 feet, if a little child was holding them, they could get seriously injured from that.
That's right. That's right. Yes, they are really wonderful for a pet. Go ahead, Sally, you're going to say something?
Yeah, I take animals to a rehab facility, and rabbits show up there because they've broken their backs, because they've jumped off of something, or dropped. Yeah. So you don't want that to happen, because that's not inexpensive care.
No, it is. And again, this is what they are housed in here at the shelter, and that's fine for sleeping. Like my rabbits had a sleeping area, but then I would let them out. They'd play in an X-pen. They'd play in the yard. My one house rabbit actually had run of the house. So it can vary from place to place what your environment's like, but they need enrichment. They need exercise. So come to the East Valley Shelter. You can talk to Jake or any of the volunteers who are knowledgeable about the rabbits here, and understand there is an education about care and the quality of life that these rabbits need.